Hey there guys, if I add this in before or after whatever section, so this is continuing from the, god damn it, I made the thing I can't remember, continuous magnetic gate, that's the one. Right, so here is a design variant that may not work, depending on if this even works, this being the original, the core, the rotor, and the outer ring of magnets. As this one stands, it's going to be, for example, north and south. North, south. Let me just clarify. North, south, giving me the whatever the squishy bit. Okay, so yeah, that's the small side going round to the large side now. Noticing with this one, that's a pretty large gap. The loss of force may be tenfold or such as you continue along. So obviously that's a loss in power. Given that if it works, I'll be using multiple magnets anyway, because I can have one here and one there, for example, with three. That one will be stuck in the middle, as it was, stuck by the repulsion, stuck by the maximum attraction point. And these two will be active in the repulsion side, attraction side. So yeah, it should go around, ideally. But again, just because I don't like that great big ass gap, the other adaptation is actually this. As you can see, it's a bit smaller. I've literally got this picture, copied and pasted it, and just cut it up. The middle becomes an oval type shape, and the outer ring becomes a bit more elliptical, with the blue ring still remaining the same. All I've done is compacted it down, creating two compression points and two expansion points. So in this case, instead of being north-south, it'd probably be north-south, 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 yeah. So that'll actually be ideally 4 sets of magnets instead of being all this one half. Get when I compact it down to a quarter section, giving me the same, the repulsion along. I may need to make these ones a bit bigger, but still the expanding points and pressures of magnetism will change. So the magnets are here and pushed into the repulsion should, and as did in the slightly prototyping model, move this way. It will be repelled by the higher field and repelled into the lesser field until it gets to the top, and that's when the poles switch, so it's no longer no longer repelling, because these two have switched round, and it attracts to the strongest point it can. Again, force applied, velocity, depending on how it works, it will go through the repulsion magnet again and repeat the stage of force applied, force repelled, force attract, force repelled, force attract, and so on and so forth round. Given that obviously the expansion points are such. With this one, it's more drastic, more noticeable because of this large gap. So this may be just as effective, or this may be, well, maybe better. I have no idea. I'm just logging it down for the sake of, for development purposes. And again, I've got another design in mind that's same principle, but radically different, completely different. That one's open to whether or not this actually works. But as it stands, because the multiple magnet sections, the magnet that I use in the middle, may need to be wider than the sections used on the outside, or, well, probably just generally wider, I guess, because it's, even when the magnets are put right next to each other, there's still that little tiny bit in the middle that just cogs it a little. It still works, but not drastically. Again, the model that I built, it wasn't done properly, and for those who don't know what I'm waffling on about, This is the base model with the compaction point and expansion point. With this one, I got the problem with the gap because I didn't really build it in that sense. This is all old bits, so that's how it sits. Yes, screws sticking at the bottom. But yeah, this is what I'm waffling on about. Right. And the segments here, because of the magnets that I've got, are the same size, would catch there. Not completely stop, but would judder. But because I've got a rotor of a different size, as you can see, the magnets don't line up. Well, not all of them anyway. Them two do. These like don't, and such around. So there is sticking points, not full on problematic points, but I can work around them. And again, the new radical design is completely different. Same physics, well, same experimental physics. Yeah, you won't have that trouble at all because it's a single magnet. Yeah, so just logging this down for development purposes and whether or not it works. Okay then, see you later.